Alrighty, here we go. Front door.
Hello. Give my eye on him. So you come into this like little porch. It's going to be so useful for us with the pram and everything else. We want to make this more like a little mud room. And then in here we're going to make like an enclosed bit for the dishwasher and the like laundry area, and then the bathroom's pretty fine.
Yeah, I think I don't know what we're going to do with this. We might, at some point, change that shower, maybe pull it out, I'm not sure. Maybe it's just going to be a toilet. And then there's these doors, which, I think the front door used to be here. This used to be the front door.
Yeah, because the letterbox is here, isn't it? Remember we saw yesterday?
Yeah, there's the old letterbox. We're standing in what I guess was an extension, but I don't think it's like a brand new extension. It's been here for quite some time. These doors are interesting. But they do hold the heating.
Yeah, they're really insulating the house. But
yeah, they're good doors.
So you walk into this like landing bit. So we want to ultimately rip all the carpet up and make it like one flowy area. But under here, this is where the stairwell is at the moment, we want to put like lime wash bricks all around and then make this like a little wine cellar. Should we get going this way?
Yeah, we'll go this way.
And then this is like a really lovely big open staircase.
So obviously it needs new carpet.
Yeah, so we want to get that really lovely, like the carpet that kind of goes through the centre with those lovely carpet rods. And then we're going to panel up these walls and paint it all a really nice, light, bright colour.
Yeah, these colours, I mean, the people that lived here loved this house and they obviously picked colours that they enjoyed. And we'll be doing the same, just changing it so that it suits us. But we'll go back up there shortly.
Yeah.
This is the, what's this?
This is like going to be the adult lounge.
Adult lounge.
There's two lounges. So this is just a decorating. Oh, you're right, Magdalena.
Oh, Sonny fell off his bike. So there's some interesting light fittings in all of the rooms. So I think we will get those changed over pretty much straight away. Just to something basic until we decide what we want in each room. So we're going to do some paneling in here, and we're going to go pretty bold in here with a dark colour. Yeah, I'd like to put in like a
fake fireplace.
like a fake, like a mantle. Obviously that red wall is going to go. Well, colour-wise, the actual wall is going to stay there.
Yeah.
That's a weight-bearing wall. These radiators are interesting. These are actually quite new. I don't know if I like them or hate them.
I think they're kind of interesting.
They're kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll go into the kitchen now. Well, so save Sonny from falling down the stairs. This door's pretty cool. It just needs a bit of work, bit of paint, maybe change the hardware. And then coming back through to the hallway, I've got another radiator here. And I mean, these covers are funky. I'm just not sure about this one. And yeah, carpet definitely needs to be changed. And here we come through to the kitchen, which to me looks like it needs the most work out of all the rooms. Today I'm going to go through and remove every single blind and fitting that can come off. Eventually all these tiles will be changed. Bench top. These black sinks, I feel like these are maybe a bit of a fad, I'm not sure, but even when they're clean, which this has been scrubbed, they just look filthy after they age. So we'd like a big kind of farmyard style sink. So we'd cut down into the bench there, but I don't know, it could be that we end up ripping this whole kitchen out. Not straight away, but it needs quite a bit of work. Range hood's just old and it's just not our style, so we're going to change all this up. That's the door that I just walked through. They had their fridge where that vacuum is. So I think today I'm going to attempt to rip all of this out. I've never done that before, but there's a first for everything. The reason being, we want a bigger fridge and it's not going to fit in that small space. This is, I mean, I don't like, that's a cupboard in there. That's That doesn't really work, does it? Ideally, we were hoping to knock this wall out, but again, we need to get a builder to come in and check that it's not weight bearing, and then open it up. Hey, buddy. Have you gone through it? So ideally, we can knock this wall through, and then we make it one really lovely open. It sounds good, doesn't it? We'll tile everything with like limestone, tumbled travertine, maybe if we can. And then I'd make like a little island that comes off here so that when we're in the kitchen, 2 people can sit there at least. And then so this would kind of become like the end of the kitchen here. So we're hoping to get rid of this and get a like a built-in, so you have like the top and then the ovens underneath. So that would be good. Obviously, like you think you can maybe do some paneling on something on here, but we'd like to change these to a bit more like farmhousey style. And then through here, this will be like the kids' lounge room. So we'll have, oh, you're tired. We'll have like all of Sunny's stuff in here. So this can be more like the family kind of area. But this is wallpaper, we realised yesterday. We thought it was paint. Well, obviously we thought that was wallpaper, but we thought this was paint, but it's not. It's all green wallpaper. So we've got to find a way of getting that off. Green. Again, another interesting light shade. This is going to be like the dining room. So you can come back to that beautiful table we got from the antique store, the door of the Chatsworth House Garden Cottage. So we're going to make a banquette, so like a built-in seating kind of dining nook that will go around here, and the table will be in the middle. And then we've obviously got the doors that can open up to that lovely view. Yeah, so built-in seating all the way across that wall. All the way around. With some nice panelling, maybe up to... And under here too, like nice cushions, you know. Yeah, some panelling that goes up to maybe where that crack is. And we'll have a quite a wide picture rail there. Show them the playing around with the colours we're thinking. Oh yeah, we're thinking something pretty bold for the panelling, not for the roof and stuff. Carry. But maybe something like that for the panelling. And then a nice clean colour for the roof. Yeah. Maybe. And there's actually no light in here. Like there's no no light. There's light from the sun. Yes, we need to get some. But there's no light at all. We've got another radiator here. There's so many radiators everywhere. There's another one. It's nice and warm. But yeah, the house is very toasty. It's got good bones. But yeah, we've definitely got a lot of work ahead of us. Look at these blinds. They'll come out today. Alright, Soph had to take Sonny back to our other house because he was just a bit tired. He had a bit of a rough night, so he didn't get much sleep. Pretty excited about this hallway stairwell. It's a nice high ceiling. We've got a really nice view out the window. It's one of the reasons we really enjoyed this house, because there's no houses across the road, it's just hills. Really nice. Right, so now I'm at the top of the stairwell, so you can see down. Not too sure on colours yet. I know a lot of people were painting their rails and stuff black, but I do wonder if that's a bit harsh. I'm not sure if that's right for this space. But I'm sure hours on Pinterest will find us something. Another window. Nice day today, the sun's out. Alright, so this is the main bathroom. I'll get a light on. It's a decent size actually. So cabinetry all the way along here. And then we've got the shower over a bath. Bath is kind of essential for us because of Sonny, and if we have any more kids, it's very useful. And then behind the door, another radiator, and some more storage. A few bits left by the previous owners that we need to get rid of, but we only got the keys this morning, so not much has happened. But yeah, there's plenty to do in here, but this is definitely not a priority. I think it's okay the way it is for a few months until we decide exactly what we want to do with this space. And then we move through to the main bedroom. So yeah, carpet needs to go. Wallpaper needs to go. All these shelves and everything are going to come down today. But it's a nice big bedroom. You can see paneling on those doors isn't actually too bad. I feel like I can deal with that. They'll definitely need a paint and maybe some maintenance because they're a little bit stiff. But yeah, plenty of shelving and space in there. And lots of sun. So this is a south facing, all the living and bedrooms except for Sunny's are basically south facing, so they pretty much get the sun all day, which is amazing. And then if we just look out the window here, you can see we've got a nice view out there as well. Oh, this is the only room that's got a light fitting that won't need to be immediately changed. We can just put a shade on there for now. Alrighty, so this is going to be Sunny's room. It is small, but he doesn't hang out in there at all. He just sleeps in there at the stage. So, again, the carpet needs to go. My wife's not a fan of the fan, so the fan will also depart. We're in the middle of just removing some of the stuff from the previous owners, and we've got a few patches on the wall that we are trialing some paint. So this will be paneling in here as well, probably up to around about this kind of mark. So it's just a little over 1 meter high. A darker colour, some shade of green, and then a nice sort of cozy off-white colour on the top. Love the depth of these windows. Really nice. This radiator, not as unattractive as some of the others. And this wallpaper will go along with the shelves. So yeah, not a massive room, but it's the same as what he's in now and it works, so that'll do us. And then through to, this will be the guest room. I think this was their child's room, their daughter's room, which is probably why it's purple. 2 shades of purple. Another interesting light fitting. And out the window. Windows need a bit of a clean. Oh yeah, you can see all the glitter in the carpet. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that glitter, but it's all over the carpet like a glitter bomb. So that will no doubt stay in the house for years to come, like glitter does. Alrighty, so I guess I'll take you outside now, show you what's out there. Alrighty, so through the adult lounge, we come out to this paved area where I imagine we'll have our table and chairs and stuff, barbecue. So that's the double doors that will go through to where we've got the nook and the table, the dining table. And we've got a side gate here. All this stuff's going to come off the fence, and we'll probably paint the fence. Some of it might need replacing. It's currently got this AstroTurf, which I don't mind, but we are going to rip it up and replace it with some turf that's got a little more life in it and it's a little more thick. So that will happen at some point, and obviously the gardens need a complete overhaul, but it's a really nice space out here. To see the sun just like floods in. And then over here, this is going to be Flip It Nation workshop. So yeah, this will need a paint, but this is going to be an awesome space. So let's see if the lights work. Yes, they do. I'll need to get some brighter bulbs for the filming. Oh, they asked us if we wanted this wardrobe for Sunny. We said yes, so I'll probably paint that and that will go nicely in his room. But yeah, this is an awesome space. It doesn't look like much now because it's empty. That's the problem, when things are empty, they always look, you know, they don't look great. So once we fill it up, we'll clean it, paint it, and I get it all set up with my tools, I think it'll be a really awesome space. So I'm super excited about this. Now there was a heater here. We thought they were leaving it. We're sort of chatting back and forth about that, so it might come back. Otherwise, we'll just have to get some heating because, yeah, it's not toasty in here, not in the winter.
Sunny's room is going to be the first project, and with any luck, next week's video will be the reveal of this room. The wallpaper needs to be removed, all the holes filled and sanded. The room will have V-groove panels on the walls, on all of the walls, about 1.2 meters up the wall. So we might as well make a start and get straight into it. Now, I've not used a wallpaper steamer before. We were going to hire one for £60 for 3 days, but decided to purchase this one for £55, especially since we have several rooms that will need wallpaper removed. It just seemed like a good financial decision. Hopefully it does the job.
So this thing just basically cuts into the wallpaper, so it scours the wallpaper, and it's basically piercing it. So I'm guessing that helps the steam get through, helps penetrate the wallpaper and lifts it a little bit faster. I did experiment with using this and without using it, and I found that it definitely did help. So I don't know exactly what this thing's called, but definitely worth getting if you are removing wallpaper. It's definitely helpful. It takes a little bit to get going, but once it's hot, it comes off pretty easily. So the wall has been stripped. I don't know why that end is red. I'm not too sure. Yeah, no answer for that. Someone might know. But it definitely needs some filling. So tomorrow I'll come in with some filler. Just patch up these holes. Give it a proper scrub down, probably with some sugar soap. And then I imagine I'll need to go over it with a sander just to kind of smooth it out. And then once that's done, we can start painting. And just for anyone that's interested, I went through, well, I had to fill this up twice. So once initially, and then it stopped probably about 3/4 of the way through, and I topped it up again. There's still plenty of water in it, but just so you get an idea of how far that goes on one tank of gas. I thought I would just jump on here quickly to wrap up today. It's Saturday, we got the keys this morning. We actually got them last night, but didn't start doing any work until today. And it is 10 to 8 in the evening, and I'm about to wrap up now that that wall has been stripped. Just a quick rundown on what this channel might look like. This is the sort of the first video of the house, I suppose, and we endeavour to upload one video a week from now going forward. Sunny's room is the priority because we actually move in here on Thursday. So I've got about 5 days up my sleeve. We've got the rental for another week, but we also need to empty that and clean it. So we need to be in here on Thursday. We want to have Sunny's room all done, so that will be the walls, so paneling, paint, a new light fixture, and then obviously get all of his stuff in there. So the next video, if all goes as planned, should be a reveal video of his bedroom. The only thing that won't be done is the floor. We're going to keep the original carpets just while we kind of scope out what needs to be done first, because there's a good chance stuff's going to get spilt on it with painting and stuff like that. So everything should be done in his room except for the floors. So yeah, tune back in for the update on that one. The other priority is obviously not getting the kitchen finished, but just getting it to a standard where we're happy, where it's clean, it feels homely. We want everything to feel homely as soon as possible. And the other one is one of the lounge rooms. We need to make sure that's hopefully painted, maybe panelled if we get a chance before. I don't think that will happen actually before we move in, but hopefully that'll happen in the week or so afterwards. So everything is going to move quite quickly. So hopefully we will have kind of a room to reveal to you guys every 2 to 3 weeks, with the first one starting next week, and in between that it'll just be all the usual DIY kind of life jargon. We're going to be pretty busy. I've obviously got my other channel as well. I'm about to go home and edit that video and hopefully get that up tomorrow. So yeah, life's about to get pretty crazy, I think, but it's what we enjoy. So for now, I'm going to get home, get a wine in my hand and get editing. And there's also some stuff that Soph and I need to go through as far as paint colours and things like that. I'm going to leave it to her to talk you through what our sort of style looks like. We obviously want that country cozy kind of cottage feel in our house. So I'll let her talk through all of that because she's much more across that stuff than I am. I just sort of get given the list, given the task. These are the skills that I need to learn. There's going to be plenty, and she takes care of what everything looks like. So yeah, I'm going to jump in the car and get home. See you tomorrow. It's 4:20 on a Monday morning and I'm sitting in the Christchurch International Airport waiting to depart to Melbourne to meet up with Soph. I'm childless, so Sonny's at home. I miss him already, but I know this time out will be nice. A few relaxing sleep-ins and dinners without a child sitting in a high chair throwing food across the table, so that will be nice. And it will be nice for my parents to spend some time with Sonny as well. So I'm just about to go through security and find myself a coffee. So worth mentioning, it's 15 degrees here in Christchurch with I think a high of 19 today. And I've just looked, it's going to be about 38 when I arrive in Melbourne. So I don't think I'm going to need this jumper. Just arrived. Soph is at work and she's already stayed here last night, so it's not looking pristine, but how big is it? It's huge. Plenty of storage in there. This mirror is gigantic. Like, I can't even see the sides of the mirror in the, see? Table, little kitchen, like a lounge room. I'm stoked that we have a balcony. It's always a plus. And then a separate bedroom. Amazing. Oh, a TV on the wall. That's a treat. We don't have a TV in our bedroom. Then we got a bath, shower. This is awesome. prices are on the bottle, so you just grab a bottle out and then you take it to your table. I don't know. What do you feel like?
So I'll do by the glass, won't they? When we lived in Armsdale with my sister, actually even when we didn't live with my sister, when we were in Melbourne, we used to come here all the time, on a Sunday especially, and we would buy this amazing bottle of rosé called Poolside, and it was just like juice. It was so good. It's not here anymore. But yeah, you can just buy a bottle off the shelf and sit down, and they have like charcuterie and just yummy stuff, and it's just so cute. And it's like our favourite place to come. So now we're back.
Picked up the hire car and we are on our way to the King Valley in Victoria, Australia. Soph's driving. It's meant to be 27 degrees, so that was the temperature on the day of our wedding, 27.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, can you tell me why we're going there?
It's quite nice. Oh, we're going there because we were married out at the Brown Brothers winery, so we're going to go there for a late lunch, and then we are staying at a hotel across the road. And it's our fifth wedding anniversary
this month.
So we thought we would celebrate by coming out here since we were in Australia for the week.
Cute little date night back at the wedding venue. Though lots changed in those 5 years.
Yeah. We're missing Sunny.
Oh yeah, we're missing him so much. I just looked at trying to get earlier flights home. He's having a whale of a time with your parents.
Yeah, he's having a great time.
You know he's fine, it's just we miss him.
We need to make the most of the freedom for the next couple of days. Because come Tuesday we'll be back in New Zealand and back to early wake-ups and
back to parent duties.
Poopy nappies.
Really delicate texture as well, breaking down really well at the moment too. That's delicious. Nice and creamy in the centre. Getting a little bit stronger now. So this King River Gold is one of our most awarded cheeses. It's a wash-around style, so it starts off similar to a brie or a camembert. The white mold gets washed away weekly for about 6 weeks in pasteurised water.
Oh, so good.
The own revy bacteria growth on the outside gives it a stronger flavour and smell, so it's more of a cauliflower to me.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Cheese board.
Yeah, I think it's
They've done the rooms up a little since we came last.
Yeah, it's a full renovation. This looks very close.
All the goods in the corner. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, free bottle of wine for us.
Can't complain about that.
We have said quite a lot of times over here.
Yeah, you always say, you know, here for anniversary, all that stuff.
But it's true this time.
It is true.
Look, it's all hooked for my bag.
Wow, a hook for your bag, that's amazing.
Look, it's not as if we've got an expensive bag. Have a look for it.
Here's the hook for the bag. It's the highlight of Soph's trip. Lovely hook. I'm not even going to try and explain what they are, but that is a marble score of 9, which I know is quite high.
Wagyu Brasola with stracciatella. This is heirloom tomato with lactic curd, and this is here a massive kingfish with pineapples, passion fruit.
What was she saying was the watermelon cross cucumber?
Cucamelon.
Cucamelon? Cucamelon. That's cucamelon. That looks like a green chili. The sun is out. Bringing back memories.
Yes, lovely ones. You gotta walk down to the barn.
Yeah, the barn's where we had our reception. I don't think we're going to get a look inside.
Oh, I'll try.
I believe you will.
Oh, this was it. We had long tables. Oh, we had round tables. So.
We did have round tables, yeah.
Yeah, and this was all like set up with like desserts and cheese. We had like a little sweetheart table at the front there
And we had 860 red roses.
that we made up ourselves the day before. But all these lights are the same. Beautiful lights. You can ask us to take some photos. Show them.
This is the tree we got married under 5 years ago in about 2 weeks' time. Wow, look at all the cockatoos coming out. How good is this? Do you want me to pour it in?
It's a nice relaxing vibe.
So nice. It's like the perfect temperature. What do you reckon? It's like 25, there's no wind. It's so nice. Sunday morning I have come in and patched up the holes that were in the wall. So I'm just waiting for those to dry before I can sand this down. Just put a line across here. This is where the paneling is going to come up to roughly. That'll be the minimum line. So I don't want to put too much effort in below that line because it's going to be covered up with the paneling anyway. I'll clean it up a little bit, but there's no point in fully smoothing it out because it won't be painted. But this top half definitely needs quite a bit of work. So I've patched up what I can, and then I'll come in maybe in a few hours once it's dry and smooth it off for painting. This is the polyfiller I'm using. It was easy to apply, and I'll let you know what it's like once I've sanded it. Alrighty, so I'm just going to show you through the colours here. This is probably the darkest room in the house. It's not all that dark, but it only gets a little bit of afternoon sun and it generally hits that wall behind you. So we're looking at the panelling, doing a green, and we've landed on this one here, which is Sage Green by Little Green. So that's that one. For the top part and the rest of the room, I quite liked this one, but my wife didn't agree, so she chose this one. And this is called Schoolhouse White modern emulsion. I don't really know what that means yet. I guess I'll learn as I go along. All I know is that paint isn't cheap. So we're going to go with this one. It is actually looking a tad green in here, but I guess that doesn't matter because essentially it is a green room. We've got 5 litres of that, so we'll probably use that to paint the house, just sort of get it back to a blank canvas. More so for our sanity, because there's a lot going on in here and the walls are a bit tired. So that'll be a good canvas just for us to start working away at. But it doesn't look, I've put a little bit in the hallway and it doesn't look green out there, it's more of a tea colour. So we'll kick off with that. And I was a little bit unsure about what to do with the sort of this, I don't know if you call it skirting along the ceiling, and the ceiling, whether I should paint it the same colour or leave it white, probably paint it again white. And then I had a look on Google, good old Google, and AI says there's a thing called colour drenching, and that's when you do paint the ceiling the same colour as the walls. And this is particularly effective in small spaces or rooms with low ceilings, as it can visually extend the space upwards. This is a small room, so I'm going to go with that, and I'm going to paint the ceiling the same colour. I guess this is a good room to trial it on. If we don't like it, it's not too much work to paint the ceiling again, whereas if I was to do it in a big lounge room, that would be quite frustrating. So I am going to paint the ceiling this colour as well. But before I kick off with that, I'm going to go over the walls with some sugar soap, clean it off, and then I will begin this colour here, then move on to the panelling, which I'll show you as well, and then we will paint the panelling this colour, and then it will be time to get everything into the room. And I've got 2 days to do this, well actually a day and a half now, so I better crack on.
After pricing up the V-Groove MDF boards, it appeared to be much more cost effective to buy plain MDF and put the lines in it myself. To do this, I needed to create a surface to lift and elevate the MDF sheets off the ground when I was cutting them. Now I've made this tabletop to suit my workshop, so once the boards are done, I'll put some legs on this and chuck it in my workshop. I will talk through the somewhat grueling process of putting the lines into the MDF in the reveal video. Would I do it again? Debatable. But thank you so much for tuning in. We do hope you've enjoyed this little insight of what's to come. And until next time, take it easy.